Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike here, getting set for the Breeders' Cup, but we still have some Sunday race of the day business to attend to. It's the Grade 2 $200,000 Goldikova Stakes at Anita on Sunday. This race is at a mile for the fillies and mares. Let's take a peek at this field. Race number 6 is the Goldikova. We've got 6 in the field, including the number 6, Queen Goddess, your morning line favorite, the winner of the Pegasus World Cup filly and mare turf earlier this year, but sort of a start and stop campaign since.
Yeah, it hasn't gone perfectly for her since that win. That was a good performance. So if she runs like that on Sunday, she'll probably be pretty tough to beat here. Dan, you do have a layoff to deal with though as well.
We have a pretty fast horse on our Timeform US pace projector. That's the 4, Hamwood Flyer, who likes to just open up big margins in her races. The issue in her last 2, at least, the stamina or lack thereof.
She was off a long layoff last time. She went way too fast early. She was all done at the top of the stretch. I suspect she'll run better in this spot. Closing
remarks number 1 is arguably the class of this race, and if she shows up with her good effort breaking from the inside post, she likely can work out a good trip behind a solid pace. She reeled off 2 graded stakes races in a row. What are your thoughts on the Rodeo Drive last time out? Was that just a situation, maybe the distance a little far?
I think that's not her preferred distance. I like her cutting back for this race. You mentioned the 2 Grade 2 wins at Del Mar off that short layoff. She also was a Grade 2 winner over course and distance here earlier in the year.
Let's take a look at Lucky Girl's most recent start, the Swing Time Stakes. This is at Santa Anita, going the mile. It's against restricted competition, but she shows off a really nice late kick to win this race. She also got a blazing pace to attack.
Perfect trip in this race, and she took advantage of it. This is the race where Hamwood Flyer, first off the layup, just went way too fast early, set it up for the closers. Lucky Girl took advantage.
Eddie's New Dream is a horse with excellent tactical speed, and she sat second 2 starts back in the Solana Beach and then forged to the front. Was just out-sprinted last time out through those fast fractions in the Swing Time, and she was still kind of chugging on at the end of that race. I think it's an underrated performance.
It could have been. She had the same setup, though, that the winner of that race had. She couldn't quite take advantage of it. To this point in her career, she's found the open graded stakes horses to be a little too tough.
Hamwood Flyer was just a runoff in the Swing Time last time out. Maybe she was simply fresh. She hadn't run in 10 months. She went 45 for the half, and she understandably tired in the stretch. It looked like she was rounding into her best towards the end of last year, but you never know what you're going to get with her. Is she going to be too headstrong and pull again? And that's going to compromise her finish.
You got to pay attention to that. It's also worth noting that she probably was too fresh last time. Dan broke through the gate. They put her back in. Then she just ran off in the lead. I'd give her a pass for it, but she's going to have to run a lot better in here.
The 5 Full Count Felicia has been very impressive since being switched over to the high percentage Mid-Atlantic barn of Brittany Russell. The only time she lost for Russell was a tough trip effort in the Virginia Oaks. Since then, she's reeled off 3 facile victories, including the All Along last time out, where she went to the front and never stopped.
All of her races since the trainer change are really good. She was very impressive winning the All Along last time on the lead. Doesn't need to be on the lead, though, to be effective. Could be a good trip coming here.
We have Queen Goddess, a horse that's been good for several years now in Southern California. She has good tactical speed. She's won from on the lead. That won't be the case here. She's won from off the pace. Does the layoff concern you enough that you don't want to take a short price?
Worried about the layoff. I wouldn't take too short a price on her against this field because I think there are alternatives that you can get to. And it's not like outside of the Pegasus World Cup turf, it's not like she's a standout on paper in here.
Before we get to our top selections, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for the latest DRF videos. Top pick time. Mike, I think you're going with closing remarks. She's a hard hitter and she's getting the cutback she needs.
Like her cutting back. I think there's a good trip coming from the rail here, Dan. I'll take her on top.
Class quiz this time for Full Count Felicia, but she's looked so good against weaker in her recent races. I think she might have found the right spot against a morning line favorite coming back off a long layoff. I'll go Full Count Felicia. Mike's going closing remarks. It's the Sunday race of the day named after one of the greats, Goldikova. Good luck.